Live from Studio 46, this is CBS2 News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:30 on this Friday, January 18th. I'm Chris Raggi.
I'm Mary Kelly. Welcome to CBS2 News This Morning.
Taking a live look outside this morning. Most of the tri-state area will see a mix of snow and rain that will last through the morning commute. This is just the first round of a 1-2 punch we'll see over the next few days. More snow and rain moves in Saturday night.
We've received several school delays. New York City schools will be open on time. Governor Cuomo has activated the State of Emergency Operations Center to help monitor the storms and keep communities safe. New Jersey's Department of Transportation is warning drivers to avoid unnecessary travel. The city's Department of Sanitation is promising we will not see a repeat of the response to that storm back in November that crippled the city.
We have team coverage this morning. Alex Dennis keeping an eye on the roads, rails, and airports. John Elliott tracking both today's storm and the winter wallop headed our way this weekend. But let's begin with CBS 2's Janelle Burrell. She's live at Mobile 2 on the road in Newark, New Jersey. Janelle.
Hi, good morning to you, Chris and Mary. We are heading westbound on Route 280 here in the heart of Newark this morning. Right now, the roads are wet, but nothing's coming down at this moment. I can tell you, though, that as we made our way out of Manhattan and over into New Jersey here, we saw plenty of plow trucks as well as salt spreaders out here this morning. Municipalities doing what they can to make sure what happened a couple of months ago is not repeated. Plows and salt spreaders making their way across the city well ahead of the storm.
Look, as the WHO once said, we won't be fooled again. Whatever the National Weather Service says, we're now like multiplying by 4.
City leaders trying to assure residents they're on top of this 1-2 punch of winter weather, as the de Blasio administration is still facing criticism for mishandling this November nightmare.
I'm not going to make promises. What I can tell you is we're better prepared for it, and we're doing more.
That storm of just a few inches was a disaster for thousands of drivers, largely because of the poor response by DPW crews. City streets crippled, a crash closing down the George Washington Bridge. Surrounding streets were so jammed, some drivers were stuck sitting in their cars for several hours. Plows couldn't even get through.
Well, we learned from that event.
While this morning's commute may be messy, it's this weekend's bout of snow and ice that officials are especially concerned about.
I am telling you right now, for the event over the weekend, you should not be on the road.
And that is what's really key. Today, not expected to be terrible, but it's this weekend that everybody's very concerned about. So warnings are already going out today. But if it's any indication of today, any indication so far today, we can see how they have the crews out prepared. And we're expecting to see that continuing into the weekend. We're live this morning from Mobile 2 in Newark, New Jersey. Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Janelle, thanks. Time now for a little traffic and weather. Let's bring it over to you guys. I'll tell you, they've had so much salt on 57th, you can taste it when you walk out the door.
I know.
They've had this thing prepped for the last couple of days.
So here's what's going to happen. Everybody's going to say, yeah, this is a dud. And then they're not going to be ready because Saturday night and Sunday it's going to be crippling. So people are going to tell you not to travel. I'm telling you to travel today. Get everything done today through midday Saturday. Then don't travel Saturday night. Hey, wind is actually going to warm up a bit. It still feels like 23 in the city. We have single-digit wind chills just north of our area. More in the way of coverage of this light snow through Middlesex, Monmouth Ocean, all the way down to Cape May. And we have some snow showers through parts of Westchester into Fairfield. So you're going to see that wrap up. Still have these wraparound showers that'll fill in through the commute. So you got to be careful. Wet streets, some slippery side streets. Numbers for you today, well, it's actually going to warm up a bit. We're going to flirt with 40. So, again, stuff's going to just turn wet. Here's the timing. It's tomorrow afternoon through Sunday night. Winter storm warning, winter storm watch. Not only accumulating snow, parts of our area see about a foot, but it's that mix of ice, rain, wind, potential for power outages. That's really going to get busy later on your Sunday. So we'll talk more about those specifics in a bit. But yeah, it's snowing right now. So What's it doing, Alex?
All right, John. So if you were traveling here in Raritan, New Jersey, we have some changes for you. There's an accident with a downed pole. It has Route 202 closed southbound. It's at Milltown Road. So if you're traveling through the area here, that's certainly a change for you. There's also in Elizabeth an accident with a debris spill that has at least a lane blocked on the southbound side of the truck lanes. It's on the turnpike at exit 13. There's also a 45-mile-per-hour speed restriction in place for the entire length here. It's for salting operations. The Garden State Parkway as well as Route 78 as well. Speed restrictions are in place. Live look at the Mario Cuomo Bridge, where we are seeing a 35-mile-per-hour speed restriction due to some slippery roadways. Mass Transit, New Jersey Transit's Port Jervis line has a 45-minute delay that is in both directions due to a Metro North signal problem. We're going to see that near Harriman. Everything else is on or close to schedule if you are taking Metro North path trains and LIRR. Alternate side parking is in effect today citywide. Here it is for you. Be safe. Don't text and drive. Chris.
Okay, Alex, thank you. Stay with CBS2 on air and online for continuing coverage of this morning's storm and this weekend snow. On CBSNewYork.com, you'll find our winter storm survival guide. You'll also find an updated list of school delays and any possible closings out there.
New this morning, an intense search underway for the man police say sexually assaulted and robbed a woman on a train.
It happened yesterday aboard a number 4 train. CBS2's Jenna DeAngelis joins us live from Boerum Hill with more on this. Jenna?
Chris and Mary, a rather violent attack that happened on the train, and once it arrived to the Atlantic Avenue Barclay Center station here, police say the suspect ran off the train, jumped onto the tracks, and he's still on the run this morning. We want to give you a look at some video of the suspect. The NYPD released the surveillance video, which was recorded after the suspect allegedly sexually assaulted a 27-year-old woman on board a 4 train. It happened Thursday morning after 1 a.m. Police say immediately after the woman boarded the train at Franklin Avenue Station in Crown Heights, the suspect tried to kiss her. The woman told police she tried to fight him off, but the man grabbed her until she fell onto the floor. When she tried to get up, the suspect allegedly pulled down her pants and sexually assaulted her. Police say he held her down while robbing her of $47 and a pair of earphones. The suspect then exited the train at the Barclay Center stop, jumped onto the tracks, and ran off. He's described as a 35 to 45-year-old, about 5'7", last seen wearing a bright orange sweater, black jacket, black pants, and black shoes. Now, the victim apparently followed the suspect off the train, but then lost sight of him. She was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Now, it's not clear if anybody else was on board that train, but police ask if you have any information or recognize the suspect to contact them. We're live in Boerum Hill, Brooklyn. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Jenna, thanks. Well, day 28 of the partial government shutdown, and news this morning that President Trump has canceled the U.S. delegation's trip this month to the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, after announcing he would not go.
Mr. Trump also making sure that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is available for negotiations by canceling her planned trip to U.S. troops in Afghanistan. This comes after the House Speaker asked the president to postpone the State of the Union address in light of what she calls security concerns due to the government shutdown. The move to deny military aircraft to the Speaker, who is second in line to the presidency and heading to a war zone, left many dumbfounded.
I can say that all too often in the last 2 years, the president has acted like he's in the 5th grade. And to have someone who has that kind of character running the country is an enormous problem at every level.
Trump ally Lindsey Graham criticized both leaders, tweeting, "One sophomoric response does not deserve another."
Well, Mayor de Blasio is warning the city could enter a, quote, full-blown crisis if the government shutdown continues, including no funding for the 1.6 million New Yorkers who receive help from the Federal Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, also known as SNAP. We'll have much more on the potential impact coming up in our next half hour.
Nassau County police have named a suspect in connection with the death of a Baldwin gas station manager. Investigators say 33-year-old Joshua Roston ran over 59-year-old Sumal Dagdevran on Monday morning to avoid paying gas. For gas, police say they recovered the GMC Yukon Roston was driving, but say he fled the state.
This individual for $21 ruined a family's life. Took an individual's life at 59 years of age. For $21.
Roston reportedly has a long criminal history that includes stealing gas from another station. Police say he is considered armed and dangerous.
Time now, 4:39. Coming up on CBS 2 News this morning and streaming on CBSN New York. Lawmakers demanding answers from the LIRR over what they say is subpar on-time performance.
Bad doesn't win out. Don't ever, ever, ever give up.
A woman fighting for justice after she was attacked with acid. Now she's sharing an inspiring message only on CBS2.
Well, there's light snow falling in the area right now, so watch out for some wet roadways and a few slippery spots. This is just round one. Later today, 40 degrees. Storm watch kicks in tomorrow. And then for MLK Day on Monday, get ready for ice cold conditions. Traffic and weather on the 2s coming up.